Hello, community. Welcome to Mornings with Instagram. Welcome back if you've joined us before. And if you are new, please tell us where you're watching from and join our community here on YouTube. My name is Patricia Freudenberg, CEO and founder of Instagram. And thank you for joining us. First of all, I want to clear up something that our show is called Mornings with Mr. Graham because if you wake up in the morning, it's a good day. And we want mornings, like when you miss somebody, to be a good day. And we're here creating a community. And I will be changing topics of discussion each week between the topics of tribute, cope, and share. Today we'll be doing tributes. And those are the three pillars that our company stands on. And we are building a community so we can make Mr. Graham everyone's. This is ours. This is our place to share when we want to pay tribute or you need support in the grieving process. And like I said, we will be having other discussions on coping and sharing. And today is paying tribute. You might not know exactly what to say when you're paying tribute, but we're going to be giving you some tips. And some of those tips are be sincere. Again, it's the intention that you are putting out there. It's the intention when you are writing a memorial or even giving condolences in a form of a tribute. So when you are sincere, as long as you're saying something nice, obviously we all know, so we should all know the difference between, something nice and something not nice. But the point is that, be sincere. When you want to show how much somebody meant to you or inspired you or just be sincere and that will speak in volumes. It's again a vibration, just the same as light is a vibration. I do this on purpose. I do this on purpose because whether you believe in life after death, and this show is not about that, is we all can't deny that you haven't heard the expression, the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot to be said about that expression. And again, I don't want to get off course. Today we're paying tribute. And, I also want to pay tribute to the light within our butterfly, which represents a spiritual transformation and the light from within us, even without our shell. Okay, and there was a lot of intent to this butterfly. So again, going back to paying tributes and talking about some tips right now. So be sincere because sometimes you don't know what to say. So you could keep it simple. You could just keep it simple and say in memory of, in memory of Alex Trebek. Look, we lost Alex Trebek. Who didn't know Alex Trebek? And if you didn't, well, he was the host of Jeopardy for like ever. And I think it was 34, 36, don't quote me on the years. But he was a well-known game show host besides other stuff he did, on television, public figure. He died at, it's never a good time to die. But, I guess it was his time, and I don't mean to kid around about that. But again, I'm disruptive. I'm disruptive. I'm disrupting. I'm disrupting so we could all get through life a little bit easier because it's not funny. It's not fun. It's not nice. It hurts. It's painful. It slows you down, and we're here to get through it together. Okay, so no disrespect to anybody. Please take this, to heart that this is a community I'm building that we can share about loss. And we want to remember those good memories. I was going to mention how Alex Trebek had cancer, but that brings me to like a dark place. And I don't want to dismiss something that happened, again, that's a process. But we're here not to go through the process. You go to a therapist for that, but we can use this as therapy, and let's focus on the good stuff, okay? So we could overcome the bad stuff. And again, I don't want to say you can't talk about the stuff that hurts you. Again, we're here to support each other. But again, we're here to help the process a little easier. And again, it's community support, so we can make this a better place to be. Tip number 3 is share how you feel. Now, you can't, I mean, I guess you could tell somebody, I know how you feel, but I don't think that's 100% true. And I don't think that's really spot on, because you could, I think it's fair to say that you understand how they might be feeling, because maybe you've had similar experiences, but every single fingerprint, every single person, every single human is unique. And that means only they know how they feel. So again, that's the point. You come into this world alone, you die alone. Even if you're with other people in tragedies like 9/11, they died together, but each one individually died alone. And you can't, when you're grieving, you can't expect to feel exactly the same way as that person. In a family, somebody who loses a dad is going to feel different than somebody who loses a child. So it's still a loss of the same person. But again, show compassion. Again, I'm getting off course because today's tributing, but it's all kind of intertwined and related. So again, I'm not licensed in this. I only have life experience, and I see what works and what doesn't work. I see, I also sometimes, as you know, if you've been watching me, I'm a hairdresser. Sometimes I make jokes to lighten things up, but it's not that all hairdressers do that. I just happen to be one of them. But I talk a lot. But I talk a lot to people, and people talk a lot to me. And a lot of those times, those conversations are happening when somebody's going to a memorial, whether it's a 30-year or 1 year or a funeral or a wake. And we're having these conversations because it just happens. I don't know. It just happens. And, I want to share what seems to be the best for everybody. So, okay, we went through our tips, and, again, let's remember some special people. There's also, I'm going to just share it right now, because it's again, I'm trying to be funny, but it's not funny. It's life. But, I saved this. I found it in my box of memorials that I'm making a book. Like I said, if you've been watching, I'm creating a book with all memorials, because again, I am here to keep people's memories alive, because everyone wants to be remembered. And I do believe we're all here with a purpose, even if it's hard to believe, because some people don't find their purpose, and that's sad. But I do believe everybody is here and can do for the good. But here, Alan Young, Mr. Ed. I used to love Mr. Ed. Oh my gosh. I did. I loved Mr. Ed. So I put this in plastic. Again. But today we are going to be tributing. Also, I mentioned Alex Trebek. He just recently passed away. And a lot of good people. I'm just going to start saying my tributes, because again, this could go hours and hours, but we will just give a few here, and I'm going to just read it off. Liz and Artie, look at this. Liz and Artie Reagan, November 6th. That was my birthday. Everybody, I turned 50. Happy birthday. Hopefully I'll be around another 50. But again, nobody promises you tomorrow. So let's embrace life through loss. Yes, it's disruptive, but it's about being lucky enough to wake up in the morning. We want to be there for you. So when you wake up in the morning, it is a good morning when you're mourning. We want to be there for you. We want to build this beautiful community. So here's Liz and Artie. I'm not sure of my I cut these out and I'm putting them in my book, but I don't want to mix them up. So I left these in the full pages for this episode. So here's Anne and Benjamin, November 5th. 1950, married 70 years. Isn't that beautiful? They had a beautiful marriage for 70 years, and their family misses them, and it's amazing. They go out of their way to put their memorial in the paper that usually just gets thrown away, except now we have Instagram, and we're building a community on Facebook, and we're going to be having a group. So if you're shy or feel vulnerable, we're gonna be there for each other, and you don't have to be so nervous, and we could build a support system together. So here's Anthony and Francis. I'm not gonna say the last names because I'm gonna mess them up, I think, and I don't want to do that. Tommy, I love you. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. I love that people just want to remember their loved ones. This is what we're about. This is exactly what we're about. If you have any tributes that you'd like me to share, send me a picture, send me an email. You could comment on our Twitter handle, on Facebook. Just find us. Just Google Miss You Graham. You'll find us. Whatever platform you like, you'll find Miss You Graham, because we're there for you. Here's Lucille. Oh, look at how beautiful. Born November 2nd. Happy birthday. Uh, Died in 2018. Oh, 3 years already in heaven. And left children and grandchildren behind. They say they eternally love you. Oh, memories forever. Of course. And here's Karen. Karen. She died 10 years in heaven already. Here's Karen. Here's Karen and Lucille. Again, I also make these videos. I cut them out. I'm making a book. I'm also making videos. When I originally started with Miss You Graham, before we launched, I was doing a campaign, and my first 25, 30 videos were these memorial cutouts. But then I realized I had so many, I started making a book. But now, going through this series, I wanna post them again, because I love to share. I love to share this. I don't know. It's a mission. What can I tell you? And it feels good. And it feels good. But we'll talk about that in on our other topic of discussion. Here's John. Oh, John. Look at this. Oh, their heart's with you. And Williams, Joseph, Patrick. Oh, okay, here they are. Again, I'm going to put them in my video. I can't see it too well in here, but we're going to do one more. I know you guys have stuff to do, but I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to make it exciting each week, something a little different, even though we're going to stick to our topics. And here's Ida. Hey, Ida. There you go. And also, while I'm here, I'm just going to point out, my tribute cup. This is my mother-in-law, Connie. And with our logo and our slogan, everyone wants to be remembered, because, again, I can't imagine passing away and not wanting to be remembered for something or to someone. And, it's the mystery of life. So you can find these Celebrant mugs in our website, in our menu page, as well as our sweatshirts and t-shirts. Here we got nice, cozy little sweatshirt for the cold weather. Or if you live in a warm place or just want a t-shirt, you could support our slogan, everyone wants to be remembered. You could find this also in our menu page, on our menu tab rather, on our website, again, missyougraham.com. And we do contribute to the efforts of the American Red Cross. And as a volunteer, I also like to continue to raise awareness on all their humanitarian efforts that they provide. And we love the Red Cross, and if you support us, we help support them. So one hand washes the other, and both hands wash the face, as I always say. And my dear grandmother always told me that. So I just like to pass that on. So I hope you enjoyed our series today. Again, come back next week. We are, rotating, and we want to make this a better day, especially when you miss somebody that passes away. God bless, and see you soon.